Hey guys, Jim here. I just wanted to make a quick video and tell you how I went from being mainly a Fender guy to now my main guitar is indeed a PRS. How'd that happen? My very first guitar was a Squier Affinity Blue Strat, and it's somewhere. I think I'm actually gonna have my parents from New York ship it out. I'm gonna strip it and repaint it and give it to my kid as her first real guitar. But my second guitar, the only guitar I've kept the whole time that's a real guitar, is that white Stratocaster behind me. That guitar is unsellable. But throughout in between, I've gone through probably 10 Tellys, Jaguars, Mustangs, 2 Jazzmasters. I love Fenders. I always have. But they've never had the balls I wanted, and I know that that sounds weird because, you know, Tellys are known that they're really good at gain, and they're really good at, you know, filling stuff out, especially in a studio environment. And I tried to get on with Gibsons and Les Pauls for the longest time. I'm still waiting for the right one. But my problem with those was, first of all, the weight, and second of all, they don't feel as ergonomically good as a Fender, especially a Strat, which is, you know, the main guitar I grew up playing. And then it just doesn't have the cleans that I really like either. It can do cleans, it's just I don't like it, and I don't really care for the coil splits on them. So how did I end up with PRS? That's a good question. It's not that deep of an answer. I saw on Craigslist a guy selling a 10-top custom 24 in August, and I wanted to go check it out because it was really well priced. So I went and I bought it, and I came home with it, and I had only had one PRS prior. When I was in my early 20s and I was living in Orlando, Florida, I had Tim Mahoney. Tim Mahoney. It was like a powder blue custom 24 with no trem, SE model. And I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. I think I had it for like 6 months. But I was just going through a phase of, you know, buying and selling, you know, cheaper end guitars and kind of losing money for the most part. But I was trying to get a feel for what I liked, and that one just wasn't for me. It didn't really stand out. I just remember the neck being the wide thin neck on it. I like that a lot, but I didn't really care for the guitar, so I got rid of it. So fast forward to the 10-top custom 24. I brought it home, and I had a Mark V Mesa at the time, and I plugged it into that, and oh my god, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, what the hell was I doing? I gotta be playing these guitars. These are so good. Stayed in tune. The trem was fantastic. The pickups were great. Now, PRSs can do coil splits, but I don't like it. I'd rather keep it in full humbucker mode. And so I decided to cash out on the custom 24 10-top because it was a little bit too much of a guitar for me. I made a few bucks on it. I waited around and I found this. This is a CE24 in smoked purple burst, and I absolutely love this guitar. And it is now my go-to guitar. If I only have to pick one to do basically anything with, this would be the one I would go with. Another reason I'm really sold on PRS guitars is the consistency. When you buy a Gibson used, you're really taking a crapshoot, especially if you can't play it first. And in this day and age, that's a pain in the ass. What if you don't like the guitar and you want to send it back? What if it's funky? The quality control isn't great as is from the factory, so secondhand, you could be dealing with a lot of stuff. And it's not like you're really going to get a good value. Even studios are like $900 used now for a Les Paul. It's madness, absolute madness. But the PRS, you can get a used CE24 for $1,400 all day at Dave's Guitar, and it is an amazing instrument, and you know what you're gonna get. It's gonna stay in tune. It's gonna have high quality parts on it. The people at the factory are really, really, really picky about what makes it through and what doesn't. I've yet to play a dud. I've yet to get in a dud. Even that pink single cut that I have in, I bought that to sell that. I fixed it up. Whoever had it was not the best owner, but I'm sure if you've seen that other video, you'd see the highlights of it. But now that it's broken in and it's clean, that is fantastic. I would put that up against any American Les Paul that's not, you know, from the custom shop at this point. It's great. It does its job. It's just a very nice guitar, and it stays in tune better. No, PRS is not paying me. If you'd like to pay me, pay me. I want a single cut. Thank you. So the PRS has killer cleans, fantastic lead tone, unmatched playability. It's gorgeous, it's light, it's reliable. What else does a guitar really have to do? Nothing. It's perfect. When I get excited about gear, I want to share it. I want to tell everybody about it. But don't buy the same finishes as me. It's weird. Anyways, thanks guys. I appreciate it. What do you think about PRS guitars? You ever played one? They kind of snobby to you? Do you just kind of look down on them? Or are they, you know, the holy grail? I feel like there's one end of the extreme or the other. I've never met anybody that's kind of like, they're okay. It's either you love them or, you know, you don't really care for them. So what do you think? Let me know.